Do we look familiar, ladies and gentlemen? Jeff Big Daddy Wayne here with the Big Daddy of them all, the Cyclops from the seventh voyage of Sinbad, Harryhausen's great creation. Now you might say, Jeff, why are you showing this Cyclops to me today? There's a reason for everything I do. When I was a child, I went to the theater, the movies, and on the screen was the seventh voyage of Sinbad. And at the beginning of the film, all these sailors are running out of a cave, and guess what comes out after them? This beautiful Cyclops. I fell in love with him instantly. It was my first true love I've ever had. My heart beat faster. I could barely catch my fast. I went, this is it. He came out of that cave looking to kill. He came out of that club. I mean, he was so beautiful. Look at him. And if you've never seen the seventh voyage of Sinbad, watch this. This Cyclops is just adorable. Now, my son bought this for me. This is a beautiful model. It cost a lot of money. And he also bought for me Harry's creation of Talos. Talos was the from the Jason and the Seven Argonauts, where they land on an island and these big statues guard the treasure of the gods. And they're told, do whatever you want, but don't mess with that treasure. But like all foolish mortals, they do what they weren't supposed to. Well, they get more than they bargained for. But let's concentrate on this Cyclops. The Cyclops I fell in love with. He has such a good attitude. He's just a beautiful creature. To me, I don't see something ugly. I see something beautiful here. My son bought this for me because he could not understand my relationship with the Cyclops. He could not understand its beauty, but he knew that I loved it, and that's why he bought it for me. Now, in this movie, there's a little Aladdin's lamp. Cyclops wants that lamp. He doesn't know how to use it. He wants it. He also has treasure. And if you mess with that treasure, he will kill you. And my son would go, but Dad, he's a Cyclops. He doesn't know what to do with that lamp. He doesn't know what value the treasure is. That's when you're a father to a son. I said, don't you understand? None of that matters. He simply likes something. And if you like it, you don't need explanation. It's like a song. You hear a song, you don't need to analyze it. You don't need to justify it. You simply like it. If other people don't, that's their problem. Somebody must like the song. Somebody recorded it. Somebody put it out there. You're not alone on this thing. But it doesn't matter if you are. As long as you like something, that's all that matters. It doesn't need no justification. I know sometimes I'll say, oh, I like that. Why do you like that? Do you want to waste your life telling imbeciles and idiots why you like something? It's none of their business. You just simply like. Now, in this case, this ain't like. This is love. And I told him you should be inspired by the Cyclops because he likes these things. And when people try to take them away, they should have done the math. I'm a Cyclops. I'm a giant. I am vicious. You're a puny man. Okay, what's going to happen here? The right thing happened. That's what happened. He stomps them to death, eats them, chews their heads off, tosses them aside. This was the first movie I ever cried at. I know women cry at movies. Young girls, especially teenage girls, cry. And I'm not being sexist. We all know this to be the truth. It used to be called a five handkerchief film, but women cry more easily than men. We know this. Maybe you're a woman that doesn't cry. I'm not attacking you. I'm simply saying I'm sharing with you the first time I cried at a movie. I was just a little boy. Some people were touched by Lassie. Some people were touched by Watership Down. Some people were touched by E.T., the extra testicle. Some people were touched by these things. This is the one I cried at. When a dragon killed him at the end. My parents were upset. They took me to a psychologist. I wept for days. I'm still weeping in a sense. That's why my son bought me this very valuable piece that I keep in my office, and I look up at him and I'm inspired. Just like what you like. Let me give you a little coda here. King Kong. And the original King Kong, he likes that blonde, right? Okay, he can't have sex with her. That's obvious. He can't marry her. He can't have an animal relationship with her. And he just likes that one particular blonde. One of the most inspiring scenes in film is when he's climbing up a building and he spots there's a blonde. She's come home from work. She's tired that day. She gets into bed. Kong peeks in the window. All of a sudden, there's a giant hand coming in there and grabbing her. And then he sniffs her, because that's how an animal really tells. Their eyesight isn't very good. He sniffs her, and it's the wrong woman, and he just goes... Phew. I've often thought of that poor woman. There she is, worked all day, decent lady, tax-paying, exhausted from work, just trying to get a little sleep. The next thing, a giant ape is smelling you and you're being hurled to your death. Very unjustified. But there's a correlation to life there, ladies and gentlemen. It's not justified. The new King Kong by Peter Jackson I didn't care for because it took 2 hours for that ape to arrive. I'm not waiting 2 hours for any ape to arrive. And also, here he is fighting Tyrannosaurus Rex. He's fighting everything, but that woman tells him, stop! And he just stops right there. I saw it as like a feminist diatribe. What was that about? They ruined Kong, but they can't ruin the Cyclops. They can't ruin the beating heart of this creature that has only one rule. I kill if you cross me. If I like something, I keep it. This should be shown, this motion picture, to every young person in the United States, right in kindergarten and grade school, to start training them for what the world is really like. Don't mess with the dragon. I hope you've enjoyed today's little talk. I hope you subscribe, because I'll be sharing more of my life with you and more of my stories. Jeff Big Daddy Wayne.